they've graphed it for you. I really think that that's really helpful here. So the line y equals 3 is right here. Can you map out the new points from that one? If you remember, you're counting boxes until you get.
Okay, so C prime is 1, 8. A prime is 3, 4, and T prime is 6, 7.
Okay. Sometimes it's almost easier to do it on the graph because you're just counting and then and then labeling them at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there it is. As you know, it's important to label them correctly. All right, and then that T, I guess, stands for translation. It's really X plus 2 and then Y. So only the X's are changing, the Y's are staying the same. So go ahead and give me those points whenever you got it.
All right. C double prime is 3, 8. A is 5, 4.
Good.
And T is 8, 7.
You got it. Good. Just everything moved to the right 2 units. Have you explored using colored pencils at all? Pens?
Yeah.
Cool. Any questions on that before we move on to the next one?
Nothing so far.
Okay. The next one does have a shortcut to it that we can discuss. Whenever you rotate something over the x-axis and then the y-axis, or vice versa, it's the same as a 180-degree rotation. If you go x then y or y then x, and you'll see that here when we're all done. We're going to do it in this order, but that is the shortcut here. So let's label the points E for elf. Elf. I do watch Elf once a year around the holidays.
Yeah, it's kind of a tradition to watch Christmas Story. We all have that one movie.
Cool. Yeah. So the order doesn't matter for this one, but let's do the y-axis, or I'm sorry, x-axis first. Give me those new ordered pairs whenever you got them.
Okay, so E is -7, -5. F is negative.
Which would you said E? Yeah, E is -7, -5.
Yeah.
I have written these down wrong, so I apologize. But it's only the X value. It's only um, sorry, it's only the X value that changes. Sorry, the Y value. It just flips.
Oh, right.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're not counting. Well, you are, but you aren't. Um, sorry, this is really bad. So it's -7, and then it's -4.
Yeah, I just miscounted there. Okay, so L is -1, -4, and F
Good.
is -7, -4.
A -1, -7,
Wait,
-1.
on.
Or do I have these mislabeled? Nope. Yeah, -7, -1. What these are
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
yeah, then this point's in the wrong spot. I don't have so much trouble. I'm having so much trouble on this. So that's F prime, E prime, and L prime. I think it's easier to draw it first and then label the points. But I'll leave that up to you for the next one, how you proceed.
Okay, so E is 7, -4.
Very good.
L is 1, -4, and F is 7, -1.
Good. Do you remember the rule for a 180-degree rotation?
Um,
I'm going to snip it in here so you have it. You'll see that that is exactly what you did there. You just change the sign on both the X and the Y ultimately.
yeah.
And that's the shortcut here for that. Any questions before we proceed to the next one?
All good.
All right. What's this? Oh, we have to multiple choices. All right. Do you have a test or a quiz upcoming?
Um, I think there's one on Friday.
Okay. All right, so looks like a reflection over the line x equals 3, then a translation 5 right and 3 down. That's the way I see it. There is the line x equals 3. You're not going to be able to fit this on the graph. Why did your teacher do that?
I don't
Any
know.
chance that they messed that up? Maybe they meant -3.
Let's see.
Because this will not come anywhere close to fitting on the graph. Any chance that
No, it says equals 3.
okay, well, you got you're gonna none of your points are gonna be on there. So I don't know. If it were -3, everything would fit. It'd be pretty tight, but everything would fit, by the way. Just as a side thought. Uh,
Right, so B prime is -2, 4. A prime is 1, 1.
Whoa, hang on a second here. We're talking about the line x equals 3, right?
Oh, right. All right.
So like C, for example, is gonna be all over here at -9 or +9, 0.
Hi.
Man, unless I'm missing something here, maybe your teacher wants you to do this one first. Did that come up I've not seen this notation before. I mean, any chance that they wanted you to do that first?
Maybe it doesn't.
It's the first one where it matters. Well, I take that back actually. Because the first one, yeah, actually the first one would matter. Do you have any notes on this? Because it's really unclear the way it's written, and I don't want to. Do you have any notes at all on this?
No,
That help.
in
I
the
mean,
way that it
go ahead.
is going, it would go off the.
Right. But it wouldn't if we did this one first. And the way this notation is written out, I'm looking at it a little closer. It's what's called a composition, which means you do the inside one first.
Let's try that.
I would do that first because it's gonna then work. It's gonna be sort of over down in here, and then it'll flip over. Okay, kind of okay. It all fit.
I'll try that. All right. So A prime would be -2, -2.
Yeah, that's right.
C
Yep.
prime would be 2, -3, and B prime would be 1, 2.
Good. Okay. All right. Good job on that. Did you move the points or did you I don't know, did you move the graph or did you do the points first?
I did the graph.
Okay. And I like that. And you'll see now it reflects a lot nicer over that. And I think that does mean we're going to have to go back and fix number one.
Okay, so A prime prime is 8 -2.
Good.
B prime is 5, 2, and C prime is 4, -3.
All right, very good. So I know it's a pain, but we really probably should go back and fix number two. Um, it doesn't change it that much, but well, basically we should have moved it right first, which I'll just show it in green here. We should have moved it everything right. And then when you flip it, you do get the blue one. So your final's correct. The question is the intermediate one correct? Um, I would just double check. Like I'm pretty sure that's what I'm seeing here now is that this is like f bubble g of x, which means you do g of x first and then f of that second. Is that somewhat reasonable?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put these other points in green in case you need them for the C prime here, but it would be C would be 3 -2, and then B prime would be 8 -1, and then T. Oh, I just did T. That is T. I apologize. And then that would be 5 5 2 like that. Okay. So on to the last couple here. Let me snip the possible transformations in. So it's almost better if you sort of do it in your own words before you try to look at the list on the right. I know it's tempting to go and look at it, but you're going from the top one to the bottom one. So maybe you can see how to do that without.
It's only been reflected over the y-axis.
It it could be. But if you see these here, y equals -2, y equals -2, like they're suggesting pretty strongly it's reflected over that. But you have to like you have to get C to F because to make that work. So that's left one and then down three.
Yeah.
Do any of A or B say that?
Yes. B.
It is B. So try 6 on your own if you can. It's somewhat similar. I do think it's giving us confirmation about the order, that you do have to do this one on the right first.
I think it is D.
Okay, so D is over the y-axis. The y-axis is this one here. Oops, let me switch colors. All right, and then but you're first moving it. You said D, right? D like dog or B like boy?
D like dog.
Okay, so you're first moving it left 2 and then up 1. So here's that one, and then does that? I get sorry, I made that very bad, very very bad. Let's try that again here. All right, left 2 up 1, left 2 up 1. So is that 4 away on the is that the same distance it is? Is that the same distance it is? And so on. So yeah, that would be correct. All right, good job. What else do you have for us to look at today?
Uh, Nothing really.
Okay. Any idea what you're going to work on tomorrow in class?
I think we're doing more of this.
Okay. Let me see if I can find some more problems for us to work on.
All right.
Do you have any graph paper?
No.
Probably ask that every time. All right. I mean, the only thing I really give you that's it's just more busy work, more like, okay, here's a couple of transformations. Um, and so I guess we can try a few of those. Do you have all your rotations and lines like over the lines? So like if I ask you to rotate these points, do you have the rule for that, or do you need me to supply that for you?
Yeah, I got the rules. E prime stays the same. Uh,
Yeah.
0, 0. B prime is -8, -1, and C prime is -5, -5.
Yeah, so not too bad. And then the next one they have here on this list is to reflect over the x-axis.
Okay, A double prime is 0, 0. B double prime is -8, 1. And C double prime is -5, 5.
Good. And then the last one here on this one is this one here. Right 6 and then down 1.
Okay, so A triple prime is 6, -1. B is -2, 0. And C is 1, -4, or 1, +4.
Right. Good. Very good. All right, good job. So again, like I don't know what any other insights what you guys might be doing.
Not really.
Okay. All right. Well, here's a test question. And it does appear that that whole order does matter. This you have to do this rotation 180 first, then this rotation 90. If you need a link to that rotation sheet, let me know. But go ahead and give this problem a try, please.
All right. Okay, for rotated, am I supposed to rotate it 90 degrees first, or does
No,
the
you,
order
you
not
have to
matter?
you have to do the 180 first. Yeah, the order does
Wow.
matter this time. Um, so I do apologize because I didn't know that that was as big a deal as it actually is. But
So would that be -3, 2? Oh no, it's
that
not
is
on there.
that is that's not there. The 180 just changes the sign.
Yeah.
So the 90 degrees is clockwise. Let me snip in those rules for you. I got a couple more questions like this, so this will be good to do.
So it would be, hold on.
Looks like the answer is not there. It's kind of shocking,
Yeah.
which means I'm not really sure. I think the answer is 3, 2,
Yeah.
which is not there, but I think that's correct. Okay, but that's let's do a couple more. Let's not worry about the multiple choice because they're all kind of distracting here. But plan on really double checking with your instructor on that.
All right. Is this another case of the second one
Yeah,
first?
do that one first. Yeah.
Just making sure. I've got -1, 1.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. So the 90 degree, I don't know why there's a point there. Anyway, let's just assume that's clockwise. That should become, the first one should become 1, -1. And then the x-axis only affects it only affects the x value. So it looks like maybe, I'm not sure. Did you do the 90 degree first? Did you get one negative one for that?
Yeah.
Okay. So then flipping it over the x-axis, like if you just think of a point there, what changes is the x value, not the y value. So it would end up being -1, -1.
Uh, I see.
Okay, let's try another one. I know these are a little wonky, but you did really well with the triangles. Maybe that the clear thing is that you got to just sort of graph these. If you know, that's why I keep asking if you got graph paper. No students ever have graph paper though. I guess it's like an oddity. So all right. This one, this is the line y equals x. So do that first.
I've got 4 comma -2
For the whole thing or just the,
for the whole thing.
so 4 -2 is your final answer?
Well, now I think it's
I'm just asking. I misheard. That's why I'm asking.
yeah. Final answer.
Okay. All right. So the line y equals x is a swap. So in your problem, 4, 2 is going to go to 2, 4. And the 90 degrees clockwise, we've done a bunch of those, but it's good to just keep going and grabbing it. I see it as you bring the y value over, and then you negate the x, which is exactly what you said there. Good. Questions on that?
No.
All right, let me see if we can do one more, maybe. Same thing that we've been doing here.
Okay, I have -4 comma -1.
All right, so basically the same two transformations here. You flip them or swap them, and then you bring the y in front and negate that. So that's perfect. All right, good job. We might as well stop there. I think we've got